പ്രതിപക്ഷ നേതാവ് സ്ഥാനം പോലും ലഭിക്കാത്ത രീതിയിലാണ് ഇന്ത്യൻ ജനത അവരെ പരാജയപ്പെടുത്തിയത്. മാർക്സിസ്റ്റ് പാർട്ടിക്കാണ്ട് 2-3 സീറ്റേ ഉള്ളൂ 545 അംഗ പാർലമെൻറ്റിൽ. ഈ തെരഞ്ഞെടുപ്പിലും അത് തന്നെയാണ് കാണാൻ പോകുന്നത്. പിന്നെ കോൺഗ്രസ്സുകാരും മാർക്സിസ്റ്റുകാരും ഒക്കെ 2 എം പിമാരുള്ള പാർട്ടിയും പ്രതിപക്ഷ നേതാവിന് പോലും അർഹമല്ലാത്ത രീതിയിൽ ഇന്ത്യൻ ജനത തോൽപ്പിക്കുന്ന പാർട്ടിയിലുമുള്ളവരൊക്കെ ഇതുപോലെ പല കാര്യങ്ങളും പറയും. പക്ഷേ ഒന്നും ഇന്ത്യൻ ജനത സീരിയസ് ആയിട്ട് എടുക്കാറില്ല. അപ്പം തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും ഈ തെരഞ്ഞെടുപ്പിലും എനിക്ക് പറയാനുള്ളത്, നിങ്ങൾ എല്ലാവരും നിങ്ങളുടെ വോട്ടുകൾ നന്നായി വിനിയോഗിക്കുക. ദേശീയ തെരഞ്ഞെടുപ്പാണ്. തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും BJP 370-ലധികം സീറ്റുകൾ പ്രതീക്ഷിക്കുന്നു. NDA 400-ലധികം സീറ്റുകൾ പ്രതീക്ഷിക്കുന്നു. കേരളത്തിൽ നിരവധി സീറ്റുകൾ BJP ജയിക്കും. അതിലൊന്ന് പത്തനംതിട്ടയായിരിക്കും.
Just casted your vote. Election is in progress. How confident are you?
We are very sure of a historic mandate in favor of the BJP in Kerala. This is a national election. This is not an election to choose a few MPs. In a national election, we are expecting more than 370 seats for the party. We are expecting more than 400 seats for our coalition. And this time it's a guarantee that we will win multiple seats in Kerala, and one of them will be the seat where I am contesting from Pathanamthitta. And because there is a definite mood for change within the people. Right now India is shining. India is going in an unprecedented trajectory. We are the fastest growing economy. We are at the same time, the last 10 years, we have empowered crores of people. 25 crore people have been lifted out of poverty. Every single household are beneficiaries of multiple schemes that our Prime Minister has started. This is one of the few elections in history where a 2-time Prime Minister is going for a 3rd election. And there is no anti-incumbency. There is only a pro-Modi wave across India. So all this will resonate in every constituency, including in Kerala. And we are going to see, and then Kerala is having a huge anti-incumbency against the left government. People are very, very unhappy with the UDF as an alternative. You take all that into consideration and the people are looking for a change. And we are the only party that can bring that change, the only coalition that can bring a change. So the Bharatiya Janata Party and the NDA is very confident of a historic mandate in Kerala. Yeah.
Kerala is one state where BJP has not been able to have an MP so far. So this time, do you think what will change and how many are you expecting?
So last time we had double-digit vote share. This time we are strongly contesting in double-digit seats. And we are expecting to win almost all of them.
Now, in Pathanamthitta, it's a tight contest between a 3-time sitting MP and Thomas Isaac of the CPM. So what do you think will make you stand apart this time?
There is no tight contest. I am going to win in a landslide victory. There is a lot of anti-incumbency against the left government, and the state is in huge financial distress. And people are blaming Mr. Thomas Isaac for most of the financial distress of the state. Mr. Anto Antony has been an MP for the last 15 years. And you look at that constituency and it is one of the most underdeveloped constituencies across Kerala. There are some areas in that constituency, in some of the mountain areas and all, which is actually, I would say, it is one of the most underdeveloped areas in the entire state. And people are very unhappy with the kind of work he has been doing. So there is a lot of anti-incumbency against the 3-time MP. There is a lot of anti-incumbency and displeasure among the public against the other left candidate. And people there want change, opportunities, they want job opportunities, development. And they understand that a Bharatiya Janata Party and NDA led by a Prime Minister is the only alternative that can do that. So, you look at our manifesto. We focus mainly on 4 sectors: Garib, Yuva, Annadata and Nari, which is our farmers, our poor people, our women, and our young voters. And this is what constitutes my constituency also. And we are empowering them. So people will definitely vote for us. We are going to see a historic mandate in Pathanamthitta and in a lot of other constituencies also.
Last, any message to the young voters to come out and vote?
Please cast your vote. India is the largest democracy in the world. We are a country of 140 crore people. And this is the largest, this is a people's festival in the time of, the elections are a people festival celebrating the vibrancy of Indian democracy. So I would request every single Indian, every single Malayali to go cast your vote. That's it.
We have along with us BJP's Rajiv Chandrasekhar here. Sir, the voting is progressing at the moment. How confident are you?
No, I am confident. This question has been posed to me in the last few days several times. I am extremely confident that the people of Tiruvandhuram don't want the same old status quo that they have experienced for the last 15 years or the last 20 years. And they want change, they want to move forward, they want jobs, they want development, they want investments, they want good governance, they want a relationship with the central government that will transform their lives and give better futures to the youth. So I am extremely confident that people don't want what they've experienced for the last 15 to 20 years.
Thiruvananthapuram is a constituency which saw a very high-profile battle, we can say that, and three-cornered fight. At this stage, what do you think will make you stand out? What is your opinion?
No, I think, I don't buy all this high profile and all of that. I think there are clearly two ideologies and two promises for Tiruvandhuram that are in front of the people. There is one promise, whether it is the LDF or the UDF, of the same old, same old nothing. Which is represented by the UDF and the LDF, and there is us, which is the NDA, which is showcasing 10 years of what Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has done for India, and our desire and hope to serve the people of Tiruvandhuram in the same manner. So I think that is what is in front of people. This is a democratic process where the people will choose what type of future they want. And I am very confident that the people of Tiruvandhuram also want a better future and better economic development progress, just like other people of India want.
BJP says 400 plus, Opposition Alliance says they will have the requisite number to form the government on June 4th. How are you seeing
Well, that is subject matter for a comedy channel show. I think there is nobody in this country that doesn't recognize what Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has done in the last 10 years, in particular in the last 5 years during COVID. And there is nobody in India that doesn't recognize the bizarre ideologies and policies of the Congress that range from inheritance tax to redistribution of wealth, that all went out of fashion when Karl Marx died. So I think people of India, if anybody in the Congress thinks that they have a remotest chance of being anywhere near government, it is only because they are thinking of leaving the Congress and joining the BJP in the coming years.
Karnataka is also going to polls today. It has been your, where you have been MP for the past 18 years. How are you seeing this and what do you have to say?
No, I see Karnataka the same way as the rest of India. I think there is going to be a decisive mandate across the country for a third term for Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, and that mandate is going to be even more decisive, even bigger than 2019, which in turn was bigger than 2014, because we have just gone through the last 5 years of COVID and the most trying, challenging time for the whole world, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has navigated deftly this ship that is India and crossed to the other side of this storm as the fastest growing economy in the world. So the people of India recognize what Narendra Modi ji has done for them and will give him an even more decisive mandate. The only doubt today is whether it will be 400 or 410 or 405 or 425.
Any message to the voters to come out and vote?
Please come out and vote. This is an important election, notwithstanding the fact that we all know that Narendra Modi ji is going to form the third term. Please come out and vote, exercise your franchise, make this vote count for the future of Tiruvandhuram. Let us move forward in a way where Tiruvandhuram can transform into being a hub for development, investments, job, and a better future for all the youth of Tiruvandhuram and the families of Tiruvandhuram. So I appeal to you, please do come out and vote today and exercise your franchise, your fundamental duty as a citizen of Tiruvandhuram and India.